In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on August 20th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Las Vegas Raiders versus Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins will host the 2-0 Las Vegas Raiders on Saturday night in South Beach, Miami. Line makers have installed the Raiders as 1-point favorites, and the total sits at 41.5 points. The Raiders have been the most impressive team in the preseason so far, going 2-0 straight up and 2-0 against the spread, with wins over Jacksonville and Minnesota. Skylar Thompson was impressive in his preseason debut win as the Dolphins defeated Tampa Bay 26-24 last Saturday in Tampa. Mullins won't likely get as many reps here after 2 solid preseason appearances, but he's still with a new team in a different system, and he should get at least 1 or 2 series. He has been very solid for the Raiders so far, and was known to be one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league with the 49ers. Stidham and Garbers have played well, and both are also fighting for a roster spot since the Raiders aren't going to carry 4 quarterbacks. And Mullins is obviously the most likely player to back up Carr. The Raiders have looked very sharp on both sides of the ball through 2 games, and Tua's injury history makes it unlikely he will get any major reps on Saturday. Bridgewater is a seasoned vet, and the Dolphins know what they have with him as well, so we won't likely see him much either. Skylar Thompson was solid in his first start against Tampa, but the Raiders have sharp on both sides of the ball through 2 games. And Josh McDaniels has played to win in the preseason so far, so the Las Vegas Raiders to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Raiders and Dolphins have both had solid QB play so far in the preseason, and 41.5 points just isn't that many points even in an NFL preseason game anymore. Skylar Thompson looked decent in his first preseason game last week, and the rookie is fighting for a roster spot. The Raiders' QB rotation has also been solid through 2 games. On defense, the Dolphins did not look impressive against Tampa Bay, giving up 24 points in a preseason game to a Tampa team that played Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert. The Dolphins didn't do much offensively in the second half against Tampa after building a solid first half lead. But this should be a closer and more competitive game. Both teams should be able to get into the TWN ties here. The Raiders have looked good in their pair of outings so far, and the Miami Dolphins are loaded and got the win but couldn't get the cover in their game against Tampa Bay. I think this is just a spot where the offenses come to play and we end up getting a high-scoring game, even for the preseason. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Jacksonville Jaguars. The Pittsburgh Steelers pay a visit to North Florida and TIAA Bank Field on Saturday to play against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 2 of the NFL preseason. Pittsburgh opened its preseason schedule with a 32-25 victory at home over the Seattle Seahawks, while Jacksonville lost to the Cleveland Browns 24-13 last week and were defeated by the Las Vegas Raiders 27-11 the previous Thursday in the Hall of Fame game. The Jacksonville offense will have its young second-year quarterback Trevor Lawrence under center for several series on Saturday, but Lawrence will be facing a tough defense for Pittsburgh that has an excellent linebacker core and a strong secondary. The front 7 for Pittsburgh is very strong against the rush, and if Jacksonville cannot establish a running game, Lawrence will face pressure when falling back to pass. Pittsburgh's quarterback situation will be an advantage for the Steelers, as Mitchell Trubisky and Kenny Pickett, along with possibly Mason Randolph, will want to put their best efforts on display, and that means more passing than running against a below-par Jacksonville defense that has given up an average of 25 points per game through the first 2 games of their preseason schedule. In their game versus the Seahawks, Pittsburgh had their offense working pretty well with 409 total yards, 24 first downs, and 0 turnovers. The Steelers mustered 6.1 yards per play and had just 2 penalties in a solid all-around effort. As for Jacksonville, they showed some early promise versus the Browns but went completely silent in the second half. The Jags posted 21 first downs but went just 3 of 13 on third down tries and had 3 turnovers. I think they'll hang around for a while in this one as well, but ultimately lose. So the Pittsburgh Steelers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Steelers combined for 57 points with the Seahawks last week, but I expect to see a lower scoring game this time around. The Steelers are averaging 21.4 ppg in their last 5 preseason games, and the Jaguars are averaging just 18.4 ppg in their last 5. Overall, I don't trust the Jags offense to put up enough points here, as they went scoreless in the final 44 minutes against Cleveland. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Tennessee Titans. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tennessee Titans will square off on Saturday night at Nissan Stadium in the second preseason game for both teams. Tampa Bay is off to a 0-1 start after losing 26-24 at home to the Miami Dolphins last Saturday as a 1.5 points underdog. Tennessee also dropped its opener by a 23-10 final against the Baltimore Ravens last Thursday, failing to cover as a 3-point road underdog. These teams met last preseason, with the Titans rolling to a 34-3 victory. The Buccaneers are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games on grass and 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Titans are 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 Saturday games. The under is 8-3 in Buccaneers' last 11 games on grass. The under is 5-1 in Titans' last 6 games overall. The Buccaneers are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. The Titans didn't look good offensively in their first game with their starters on the sidelines. Even though they ran the ball efficiently, they relied heavily on their passing game, but their quarterbacks completed only 57% of their passes for less than 200 yards and 2 interceptions. Even though the Buccaneers gave up 26 points in their first game, they gave up less than 250 total yards and will be able to slow down Tennessee's backups. Despite their loss, the Buccaneers played well offensively in their first game. They didn't run the ball well, but their passing game was very good, with second-year quarterback Trask leading the way. The Titans struggled against the pass in their last game, with Baltimore's quarterbacks completing 80% of their passes for 259 yards and a touchdown, and will have trouble slowing down the Bucs. The Tennessee Titans are going to get the benefit of the doubt here, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are likely going to continue resting the majority of their key roster. The line is the line for a reason. With that said, the Bucs held their own in their preseason opener and probably should have beaten the Dolphins. Kyle Trask picked his spots well and moved the ball, setting the Bucs up time and time again. The Titans' defense left a lot to be desired their first time out. I'll grab the free field goal, so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Trask looked very comfortable under center in the opener with nearly 8 yards per pass attempt, while the experienced Gabbard had no trouble leading a scoring drive against backups. This is also an impressive group of young receivers by preseason standards, as Darden and Stearns both had record-setting college careers, while Johnson looked good in regular season action in 2021. As tough as the Ravens are, the Titans allowing 389 yards while getting shredded by rookie Anthony Brown isn't a great look for the defense. The Titans finished with only 10 points in their last game because they went away from what was working for them and turned the ball over 3 times. Expect them to run the ball more in this game against a Tampa Bay defense that had a hard time slowing down Miami's running backs before the Dolphins abandoned the run, and score more than 10 points in this game. The Buccaneers scored 24 points in their last game. They threw for over 300 yards, and they're facing a defense that couldn't stop the pass in their last game. So expect them to keep the ball in the air and score enough points to push the score past the total. The skill position talent for both teams' backup units is strong, and we'll get a high-scoring affair here as a result. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.